everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Danielle Wolfberg, and I'm one of the Associate Directors of Admission at Gettysburg College. I'm also a coordinator for international recruitment, so I work with all of our international students as well as our U.S. citizens living abroad. And today I'm joined by one of our amazing current students. Ankit, did you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. So, hello everybody. My name is Ankit. I'm a rising sophomore. I am a biochemistry and molecular biology major, and I'm from Nepal.
Thank you. And today, Ankit and I are really going to talk about what makes Gettysburg College unique, academics, student life, and then career outcomes. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So Gettysburg College is a nationally ranked, highly selective college of the liberal arts and sciences. We are located in the world-famous town of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So we are about an hour north of Baltimore, an hour and a half north of Washington, D.C., and then about 45 minutes from Harrisburg, which is the capital of Pennsylvania. We do have a shuttle that runs 3 times daily to these larger cities that surround us. And I mentioned this not to only show how we are connected to the cities around us, but because this is also where international airports are. We were founded in 1832, so we do have a strong sense of history both on our campus but in the town itself. The Battle of Gettysburg was fought in 1863, and the Battle of Gettysburg was really a turning point in the Civil War, and it sparked a chain of positive change and impact in U.S. history. So Gettysburg has always been known as this place where change and transformation is born, and this really sets the tones for our students that are coming here for all 4 years. After the Battle of Gettysburg, Abraham Lincoln was actually invited to campus by one of our alumni. So when Abraham Lincoln came to campus on November 19th, our faculty walked with our students to the cemetery where Abraham Lincoln delivered what is now known as the Gettysburg Address. And at Gettysburg, we do have a lot of really strong traditions on our campus. One of our most popular traditions is the first year walk. Anka, did you want to talk a little bit about the first year walk?
Of course. So, as a first year walks, I would say a very special experience when coming into college. If I were to sum it up, it's a very big welcoming ceremony for you. You walk into town, and it's a big parade-like thing. Everyone in town comes out, all the students, upperclassmen as well. They give you a big warm welcome, throw you all sorts of free stuff like T-shirts, coupons, all those things as well. And it just really makes you. It's a very warm welcome for you. Makes you feel very welcome, and it's a very special welcome for all the students in campus. So it's a good way to just come into the college, and it's a great start for you as well.
Thank you. A part of the first year walk is hearing the Gettysburg Address be recited. And in the Gettysburg Address, Abraham Lincoln really talks about the unfinished change that lies ahead. And this really resonates with our students because they ask themselves what unfinished change did they have waiting for them during their 4 years at Gettysburg College? What impact are they going to leave on the local and global community while they're here? President Dwight Eisenhower also retired to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania after his presidency. His granddaughter, Susan Eisenhower, wanted to create a presidential legacy program in his memory, and this is our Eisenhower Institute of Public Policy and Leadership. We have an office on our campus and an office a block from the White House in DC, and Susan Eisenhower continues to lead our Eisenhower Institute program. So an amazing opportunity for our students. As I had mentioned, we are a world-famous town. A lot of people have heard of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and therefore we do welcome over 3 million visitors to our town each year. And that brings a lot of vibrancy and diversity to our downtown area. There's a lot of restaurants and shops that our students can take advantage of year round. Anka, did you want to talk about some of your favorite things to do in downtown Gettysburg?
So yeah, of course. So the town, actually, the great thing about the town is the distance. It is so near campus. It's a 5 minutes walk. There's all sorts of food places and all sorts of things to do on campus. Even though I would say I have been around like 5% of town. I've been to all sorts of food places, food. So I've been to like a Gettysburg burger place called Gettysburger, a Thai place called Thai Elephant Walk, Causeway, a Japanese place. So I've been to all sorts of food places. And then I've been to a comic book store with a lot of my friends. We've always been there, bought a few comics and all sorts of fun activities there. There's also an arcade game place called Nerd Herd. We just played a lot around there. So there's all sorts of fun activities there as well. So these are some of the ways I was spending time or having fun in the town. There's a lot more for students to do as well. This is just something I haven't done. So yeah.
Thank you so much. And the campus itself, we do have about 2,400 students from over 40 states and 40 countries. So we are really proud of the diversity on our campus. The average class size is 18, and the student to faculty ratio is 10 to 1. So what this really means is you know your faculty members and your faculty know you. You're not just another face in the classroom. They know your name, and they're going to help you succeed during your 4 years at Gettysburg College. We do offer over 65 majors, minors, and pre-professional programs. You don't have to come into Gettysburg knowing what you want to do. You don't have to apply to a specific program. Instead, you apply just to Gettysburg College, and you have up to 2 years to explore all of our different programs. It's really hard at 17 or 18 to know what you want to do for the rest of your life. So we make sure that our students have time to explore all the different programs and figure out what's the best fit for them. Once you do declare a major, your second year, at the end of your second year, you're assigned an academic advisor. And your academic advisor will sit down with you each semester to talk about what classes you should take next semester to make sure you're graduating within 4 years, but also talk about all the opportunities that are offered to you at Gettysburg College, making sure you're taking advantage of all the opportunities offered so that you're successful as possible after graduation. Anke, you're a double major, so did you want to talk a little bit about how you went about choosing your majors?
So when I came to Gettysburg, my main thought was sting to biology. That was something of my main interest during the time, and that's what I started with. I thought I was gonna do that, but my interest by what I want to do has always been in the field of, let's say, biotech or genetics. Just so an upcoming field like this. When I heard of biochemistry and molecular biology, or BMB, I was it was very surprised. I looked into it more. I talked with a few seniors who are in the same field, and it's in general a big 2-in-1 major with gives you the best of both worlds, and it's a very unique major offered in that area. And for me, this was the best major if I wanted to pursue the field that I am interested in. So that's how I came about declaring or going for this major.
Yeah. And you've heard me use the term liberal arts and sciences, so I really did want to dig into a little bit what that means. So at a liberal arts and science college, as you can see on this screen, you have a lot of majors to choose from. So you have the natural sciences, the social sciences, the arts and humanities. As you already know, you also do declare a major. So about a third of the classes you'll be taking is towards your major. Another third of the classes will be kind of what you might have heard as the central curriculum or the liberal arts curriculum. This is where students will take some classes in all disciplines. All of our students will take some natural science classes. All of our students will take some humanities classes, some social sciences and art classes. There's also a skill building that some classes are focused on. So our graduates graduate with strong communication skills, strong problem solving skills. They have experience working in a group of diverse people. A lot of the jobs that you'll be applying for after you graduate college don't even exist yet. So how can we really best prepare our graduates for the job market that they're going to be facing when they graduate? Well, we do this by making sure you have a depth of knowledge around your major, a breadth of knowledge around all these other different disciplines, and then also these skill sets that are going to make you successful. And then another third of the curriculum is what you might have heard as electives. This is also kind of extra credit. So this is where a lot of our students will double major or have a major or a minor or even two minors. So you might double major in two similar programs like OnKit, or you might decide to double major in two very different programs. I know two of our international students are double majoring in computer science and music. They want to do computer science as a career after they graduate, but they're not ready to give up their love for music. So at a liberal arts and science college, you really have the flexibility to build your curriculum, not only around your career goals, but also your interests. And actually at Gettysburg College, over 20% of our students will double major, so that is pretty popular on our campus. We are also undergraduate only, so you're never competing with graduate students for those hands-on learning opportunities. More than 55% of our students collaborate with faculty on research. We have a really popular program. It's our Cross-Disciplinary Science Institute, and it funds about 70 to 80 STEM students every summer to stay on campus and do paid research. It also provides housing. And then those students are published in research journals with their faculty members and funded to travel nationally and present their research. So we had a first-year chemistry student. She did this research summer program after she completed her first year. Her faculty member enjoyed working with her so much, asked her to be a lab assistant in the lab. And then she was flown to San Diego to present her research at a national conference and just completed her second year. summer of research here at Gettysburg. So she has been doing research since her first year on campus. Our students are not only found studying in Gettysburg, we have students studying across the globe. Study abroad is really popular at Gettysburg College. About 60% of our students will study abroad for an entire semester. We have almost 100 affiliated programs across the globe. We were recently ranked #1 in Pennsylvania and third in the nation for our semester-long study abroad experiences. Another popular part of our academics here at Gettysburg College is our first year seminar classes. So all of our incoming students will get a list of about 50 of our first year seminar classes. And these are really fun topics. They're topics that our faculty members are excited about, but might not fall within the curriculum they teach. And you will choose your top 3 classes and you're placed in one of your top 3 first year seminar classes. Ankit, you had a really exciting and interesting first year seminar class. So did you want to talk a bit about that?
Absolutely. For me, when I was looking into where the first year seminar was, because I was curious about it, for me, the meaning was that first year seminar is like an orientation class you get, and it's something a class you would take for yourself because for you to look back into it when you're an upperclassman and see it as a very memorable experience, something you enjoyed, something you took for yourself. So I did exactly that. Even though I'm biochemistry and molecular biology or BMB, my first year seminar was Japanese pop culture. Totally unrelated. I have always had a thing for my hobbies have always been related to anime, manga, video games, all of this stuff. And that's exactly why I took the class. I was in a room full of people who enjoyed exactly the same things as me. So the class didn't feel like a class. It was all sorts of fun activities we did. And to this day, a lot of my friends come from that class. I have close friends who I'm rooming with. And it was a very memorable experience for me. I have a great relationship with that professor still now. She's taking us to an anime convention later on, October 15th, actually. So I'll be meeting I'll be meeting her again, and I'll be meeting most of my friends in that class as well. So it was for me a very memorable experience. I won't forget that.
Thank you so much. And another unique thing about our first year seminar class is it also determines your housing your first year. So somehow you'll also be housed with the other students in your first year seminar class. So that's special because, as Ankit said, he made really close relationships with these other students in his class. You all picked this class in your top 3, so right away you have a similar interest as each other. And you're also seeing each other multiple times throughout the week in this class. So that helps you develop a sense of belonging right when you get to Gettysburg College. Our students are guaranteed housing for all 4 years here at Gettysburg. About 95% of our students live on campus. So our campus is busy. There's always people on campus. There's always things happening on campus. We have kind of your typical residence hall for your first year. And then we have renovated motels around campus. We have 21 college houses. These are kind of themed houses around campus. We have the art house, international house, STEM house. And then we also have suites and apartments for our upperclassmen. We're also known for our food. So, Ankit, did you want to talk a little bit about food on our campus?
Yeah. So we have there's a lot of food options near campus. The one that I'm most familiar with is our bullet hole. It's like a big food court with all sorts of dining options. I've worked there for a whole year, and one of the perks you get is you get free food. So I've dabbled around everything we have in the bullet, and I've enjoyed all sorts of food items over there. So that's a good place to go for you. They open like till late time, so that you can get a late night snack at any point of time. Then you have our servo or dining center, a buffet place with all sorts of food options. Even as a vegetarian, by the way, I could find all sorts of variety, and I could just uh, explore my taste all around this dining place. So it was a great experience. Just exploring these places. I had a lot of fun with friends and stuff, eating the place, and it's a great place to go for food. So yeah, I would say it's been for me. Dining has not been a problem for me.
Yeah. And as I mentioned, our students are busy. We have over 120 clubs and organizations on campus. Clubs are focused on everything from academics, arts and music, cultural, sports, even outdoor activities. Ankit, you're involved in a lot on campus. Do you want to talk about some of your involvement in clubs and organizations?
Yeah, of course. So to start with, we have our Biosphere Club, which is a club done by STEM students or bio students. We have all sorts of events where faculty talk about the research. We have many fun games like Jeopardy, which is like a one-on-one answering, like question answer thing, quiz thing with we do against faculty. So I'm kind of working as a treasurer over there and just someone of a member. So I want to be involved in all those things. Then the one that I want to talk about is that I've opened my own club in campus, the table tennis club or the ping pong club. I have a professional background from back home of 6 years around. So when I played a lot, so I played with a few friends when I was coming in my first year. A lot of them were interested. They were fascinated by how I played. So they were very interested. They really wanted to open a club with me. So we did exactly that. We've opened a new club for our second year. I will be working as a treasurer and coach over there. So these are some of my club activities I'll be involved in on campus.
And outside of clubs and organizations, we also have our campus activity board. And they create a lot of different social events for our students on campus. They provide different types of diverse activities such as bingo night and Netflix party and scavenger hunts and so much more. I've also mentioned earlier proximity to DC and Baltimore. And then, of course, there's a lot to do in our town. So, Ankit, do you want to explain what you typically do on when you have free time on the weekend?
For me, free time on the weekend, most of the times I'll hang out with friends. We'll go into town, like I said, go into all these comic book store areas and those areas. We'll play all sorts of games over there, explore towns, walk around, hang out, chat. And if we're not feeling it to go outside, we'll use normally in the first year rooms, we would use the common rooms or the lounge rooms. We had all sorts of video games we had with us. We just used to hang out, play amongst ourselves. And I did spend a lot of time with my friends and engaging with all sorts of like video game activities, just like having fun with them, chatting them. So just a mild night, mild time with them, just like we're all of us just hanging around, relaxing, taking it easy. So all sorts of those things. As we are, all of us are kind of a Japanese pop culture group. So we, watched all sorts of anime, movies, all of that. So this is what my typical weekend would look like with my friends.
Thank you. And of course, so you're coming to college to get a good job after graduation. And at Gettysburg College, we really want to prepare our students for a lifetime of career success, not just set them up for that first job when they graduate. So we have a lot of ways in which we prepare our students for success after graduation. Our Center for Career Engagement works really closely with our students through resume building, job shadowing, career fairs. They do some job shadowing trips. One example is to New York City, and it's focused on business in New York City. And this is helpful for our first year and second year students. They can go and job shadow some of our alum and see if this is what they can imagine themselves doing for the rest of their life. And it's helpful for our juniors and seniors who might want to talk to our alum about internships and entry-level job opportunities. Ankit, you've worked pretty closely with the Center for Career Engagement. So you want to talk a little bit about your interaction with that office on campus?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, of course. For me, most of the times I've worked in all sorts of areas around campus during my first year. So I used to frequent them all the time. And during that time, I got to know them a lot. At least I have like a few friends there at this point. So I'm in very good terms with them. So that's how my interactions start to go. And that's how I used to see them most of the time. I've also gone to them for they're a great resource to have for any kind of help you need. I've gone them a lot of times for resume building, any advice for cover letters. We've gone back and forth in anything I wrote or anything I did. They would correct it, give it back to me. I'd do that again, and we just keep doing that as well. So I've been involved in all sorts of these things. So this has been most of my business doing that. So this is how, I've known them pretty well because of these interactions.
Yeah. And our alumni are also dedicated to providing experiences to our current students. We have an active alumni network of over 32,000 alumni, but we have a special program for our international students. So we have about 40 to 50 international alum that have volunteered to be career mentors to our current international students. So if you enroll at Gettysburg and elect to be a part of this program, you'll be assigned 2 international alum. And these alumni are both living and working still in the United States or back in their home countries working. And this is helpful for our students because there's additional hurdles you'll experience as an international student, whether it's looking for internships or navigating OPT after graduation or going back to your home country and selling your Gettysburg College experiences at a company that might not have heard of Gettysburg College before. So we want to make sure that our students have the support from somebody else who's already been through this process. About 80% of our students do complete at least one internship during their time at Gettysburg College, and 98% of our graduates are either working full-time or attending graduate schools within a year of graduation. And this is including at some of the best companies in the world, such as Google, LinkedIn, Deloitte, Under Armour, and many more. I just checked in with one of my students before the summer started. And I asked him what his plans were for the summer, and he had an internship at Google this summer. So he's going to be a junior this year, and he interned at Google over the summer. He's a computer science major. So our students are going out there and doing amazing things, and we're really proud of them. And this shows with that 98% either being employed or attending graduate school within a year of graduation. So that's all Ankit and I have today. I would encourage you to keep an eye on our upcoming virtual experiences. We will be recording some more videos, and there will also be some live opportunities to connect with some more current students and perhaps Ankit himself. So we just want to thank you again for joining us today.